Oh, what to do? So many choices. Oh, hello boys and girls. How are you this morning? I'm just trying to work out what do I feel like for breakfast, and at the moment I can't quite figure it out. So many choices. I've got some lovely Greek yogurt with some berries. That might be something I can have. What else is there? Oh, soft-boiled egg, fresh from the chickens this morning. That might be quite nice. Oh, every kid's favourite Weet-Bix. That could be an option as well. Or, what's that? Oh, some Vegemite on toast. That could be quite tasty. What am I going to have with my coffee? I know. I'm actually going to have something different. I am going to have this big bowl of books. Now, that might sound a bit strange to you, eating books, but in our story today, there's a boy. And he decides that he wants to start eating books. Let's find out what happens when he does that. Oliver Jeffers presents The Incredible Book-Eating Boy. Henry loved books, but not like you and I love books, no, not quite. Henry loved to eat books. It all began quite by mistake one afternoon, when he wasn't paying attention. He wasn't sure at first, and tried eating a single word, just to test. Next, he tried a whole sentence, and then the whole page. Yes, Henry definitely liked them. By Wednesday, he had eaten a whole book, and by the end of the month, he could eat a whole book in one go. Henry loved eating all sorts of books. Storybooks, dictionaries, atlases, joke books, books of facts, even maths books. But red ones were his favourite, and he was going through them at a fierce rate. But here is the best bit. The more he ate, the smarter he got. He ate a book about goldfish, and then he knew what to feed Ginger. Before long, he could do his father's crossword in the newspaper, and he was even smarter than his teacher in school. Henry loved being smart. He thought that if he kept going, he might even become the smartest person on earth. So he kept eating books, and he kept getting smarter, and smarter, and smarter. He went from eating whole books to eating them 3 or 4 at a time. Books about anything. Henry wasn't fussy, and he wanted to know it all. But then things started going not quite so well. In fact, they started going very, very wrong. Henry was eating too many books, and too quickly at that. Bite, chew, 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 gulp, green, greener, greenest, book. He was beginning to feel a little ill. And book is an Irish word for ejecting the contents of your stomach. Ugh. But here is the worst bit. 6 plus 2 equals 3. Everything he was learning was getting mixed up. 2 plus 6 equals elephant. He didn't have time to digest it properly. It became quite embarrassing for him to speak. Suddenly, Henry didn't feel very smart at all. Pick me! I know, miss! I know! I know! Miss! Miss me! More than one person told him he should stop eating books. No more books, said his dad. Your head and belly can't cope, said the doctor. Besides, it means no one else can enjoy them, said the red book. You owe a total of, said the librarian. He must be eating a lot of library books. So Henry gave up eating books and sat sadly for a long time. What was he to do? Then, after a while, and almost by accident, Henry picked up a half-eaten book from the floor. But instead of putting it in his mouth, Henry opened it up and began to read. It was so good. Henry discovered that he loved to read, and he thought that if he read enough, he might still become The smartest person on earth. It would just take a bit longer. Disclaimer. Please do not try to eat this book at home. What a fun story. Now, it got me thinking, if you could really get smarter by eating books, what would be 3 books that you would choose? I've got 3 here that I've chosen. My first one is my Bunnings book about how to be better at fixing things. I always seem to try to get things fixed and then I'm getting a bit more broken usually. My other one I've got here is growing your own fruits and vegetables. So my garden, not the best. I try to grow them, doesn't always work. And my last one, sure to make my wife happy, German for Dummies. So getting better at speaking German. What 3 would you choose?